And don't want to fix it alone? Call RVFix to get virtual assistance from a certified technician today.
Hi, I'm Daryl with RVFix, and today we're going to go over how to winterize the Go Play 20 FBS. The first thing is, if you haven't drained your fresh tank, we're going to drain the fresh tank. We have low point drain right here. That's this guy right here. We're going to open it up. Right now, mine doesn't have any water in it, or else it'd be coming out. So once it's all drained out, I'll shut it. Okay? After we get done draining the fresh tank, we're also going to come up here and we're going to get to the back of your water heater. I've already unscrewed the panel here, and so let's look inside. So your water heater has two valves, one on the top and one on the bottom. We're going to turn these valves so they're facing the lines, and so what that does is it connects the hot line with the cold line. By connecting them, we can allow the antifreeze to be pushed through the whole system. So we're not done with the water heater yet. Let's go outside. So let's open up the water heater. This water heater is a tanked water heater. We're going to open it up. So the first things first, the water heater is still probably under pressure. So we're going to take this guy right here and we're going to relieve the pressure. Most of the time, you'll have a lot of water spill out. Once we have that relieved, then we could come down here. If you look at this guy right here, this is our anode rod plug. We're going to take it and unscrew it. I'm doing it with my hands. I loosen it up. You're going to use an 1 1/16 socket to do it. But once I loosen it up right here, you'll see the water come out. You see how much pressure? I didn't even have that much water in it, but there is still a lot of pressure. So if I had done that without relieving the pressure here, this thing will shoot out at you and you'll get sprayed. I'm going to just stick this right in here. And when it's done, we'll be able to put it back in and close it up. So on the FBS, our water pump is located in these cabinets right here. And when we winterize, we're going to need antifreeze. We have 3 of them here just in case. As you go through it, you may need a little less, but let's start with 3. So we're going to open up this cabinet right here, and inside we have our panel. This panel is actually screwed down to the bottom right here. I unscrewed it, so I'm going to remove this panel here out of the way to see our water pump. Inside our water pump, we have this valve right here. And this valve will either draw from the fresh tank, or if we turn it like this, in line with this hose, it will draw from this hose. And so what that means is as the pump turns on, it will be able to suck out of this hose and take our antifreeze through our system. So I'm going to open up our antifreeze, and I'm actually going to try to sit it right inside there. I don't want to kink that line, but the line is long enough because I want that to go all the way down to the bottom of my tank. When we're talking about antifreeze, don't forget that this is RV antifreeze and marine. This is meant for your freshwater systems. It is not meant for it's not meant for a vehicle. Those are 2 different kind of antifreezes. So let's go at this point, and we're going to turn on the pump. And when we turn on the pump, we're going to watch the antifreeze go down. And did you hear the pump stop? The pump pressured up, so that's good. So at this point, we're going to go and put antifreeze through all our systems. We're going to do the cold side first, and we're going to watch our antifreeze over there. Oh, pink's coming out of our faucet here, so I'm going to turn this off. We're going to go to the hot side. This will probably take a little bit longer. I can see the water coming through. I can hear the pump priming and pushing. We have pink coming out there. Now I need to check my antifreeze and see how low I am. Looks like I'm about halfway through. Okay, so we have the kitchen done. Let's go into the bathroom. I'm going to remove my plug. Okay. Do the other side. Okay. Let's go look at our antifreeze one more time. We're pretty low and we have a couple things to do, so I'm going to use another one. And when I'm done, I could always add the excess of that one into this one. So let's take this one out. Switch places here. All right, so we're going to come into the bathroom. We have the shower. We're going to take our shower. The pink came through. We're going to do the other side. Now I already have pink, so we're going to see if we get a little bit of water right there. And the pink came through again. The water comes from the line of the hose here. I'm going to let that kind of drizzle out into the sink. So it's a less of a mess to clean up afterward. Okay, come over here to the toilet. Same thing. Now we want to leave antifreeze in this bowl here. We don't want to drain it. The antifreeze will keep the seal of the bowl from cracking and going bad. What you do is some of these bottles that have leftover, you want to put about a cup of antifreeze in each of the sinks. Low point, or not low point, but P-traps. So we're going to fill this up here. All right, let's go into the bathroom. Okay, and the last one is a shower. So at this point, we're done with the inside. Let's go outside. So the outside shower, we got to do the hot and cold. Plug it in. So what you'll do is a lot of times you'll get a bucket and you'll spray it in the bucket. All right, so we're going to take and turn on the cold. Okay, now we're going to turn on the hot. And the same thing applies. You had antifreeze in the line, you got to wait for the antifreeze to get out and get the water out and to get the antifreeze to come through. Okay, so we're getting close to being done. Let's go do the low point drains real quick. That's this guy right here. I'm going to kick it down. And then this one. All right. So now that we have everything done, it's time to clean up. So I'm going to come in here. We're going to turn off the pump itself. Right there. I'm going to leave it in bypass mode until I go to de-winterize. So I'm going to take this line out here. Take my antifreeze out. Clean up here. Okay. Take our panel. Put our panel back together. Now the other thing that I like to do is just kind of clean out my sinks, so I don't have the residue of antifreeze staying on some of my sinks. In the past they had material, plastics, that would stain. So just a habit I got into. Let's take this one right here, clean this one up. All right. And I'll hit this one more time in here. Okay. That's how you winterize.
Thanks for watching. If this video didn't solve your problem, don't worry. We're here to help. Give us a call at 1-844-66-RVFix. We'll diagnose your issue quickly with a certified technician on a video call, get any parts and warranty processed, and if needed, we'll coordinate a service center or mobile technician to get you fixed. We'll handle it all so you can get back to camping.